Hello, today we are looking at the Lesson 7 problem set. I'm going to go through these. For each of the following problems, to find the constant of proportionality to answer the follow-up questions. What is the constant of proportionality, or the K, if bananas are 59 cents per pound? That would be 0.59. How much will 25 pounds of bananas cost? So if they're 59 cents per pound, 25 pounds would cost, this is probably a really good use of a calculator. We could do this, but we'll just go ahead and use our technology. That would be $14.75. Write an equation to represent the situation. Y equals 0.59x. And it's important to note what each of the variables represent. The x is going to be the number of pounds of bananas. And the y is going to be the total cost, and that's in dollars. All right, moving on to the second question. Dry cleaning. 3 pairs of pants is $18. So the constant of proportionality would be how much for 1 pair of pants? I'm going to do some division. I'm going to do $18 divided by 3 is 6. So the constant of proportionality, or the K, is 6. Now, how much will the dry cleaner charge for 11 pairs of pants? That would be 6 times 11 is $66. An equation, y equals 66x. And again, very important to think about and acknowledge what each of the variables represent. In this situation, y is the total cost in dollars, and x is the number of pairs of pants. Okay. This next one is not my favorite question, but it is good to think about, I suppose. For every $5 that Micah saves, his parents give him $10. What is the constant of proportionality? So he gets $10 for every 5. $10 from parents for every 5 that he saves. So that's going to be $2 that his parents give him for every $1 he saves. Parents for every $1 he saves. Okay, so the constant of proportionality is 2 to 1, or 2. Now, if Micah saves $150, how much will his parents give him? Well, they give him $2 for every $1 he saves. Maybe you should ask your parents to give you that deal. I wouldn't have given it to I don't know. My kids never ask me. They're grown up now, so. Okay, so they would give him $300. An equation to represent the situation would be y equals constant of proportionality, and then x. So, change colors. The y is going to be the money his parents give. The x is going to be the money that he saves. And the 2 represents the $2 the parents give him for every $1 he saves. Get that a bit. There we go. So that was not too bad. I just don't think it's the best situation. All right. Final one. Each year, the 7th graders who study life science participate in a special field trip to the city zoo. In 2010, the school paid $1,260 for 84 students to enter the zoo. In 2011, the school paid $1,050 for 70 students to enter the zoo. In 2012, the school paid $1,395 for 53 students to enter the zoo. Organize your information first. Okay. So let's do that. I guess I'm just going to put it here because it seems like a good spot. Okay. So number of students and then cost. And there's three things they tell me that I really need to look at: the number of students and the cost. The year is, it's good information, but I think I'm really going to focus on these two things. So 84 students, $1,260. Okay. 70 students, $1,050. And 93 students, $1,395. Okay. Is the price proportional? So let's see. Is the price proportional to the number of students? You have to have two quantities to talk about proportionality. Sometimes I get in a hurry and only talk about one. Okay, 1,260 divided by 84 is 15. So that means this year it was $15 per student. That's a pretty good price. And it was $15 per student here. And this one was also $15 per student. So if that's the case, is it proportional? Yes, the unit rate stayed the same. Yes, twist this a bit, because there is a constant, which means the same, unit rate. Oh, there's the explanation. Identify the constant of proportionality and explain what it means in this situation. It's 15, and it means the cost was $15 per student to enter the zoo. So what if we took 120 students? How much would that be? 120 times 15. Ooh, that would be $1,800. That's a lot. How many students would enter the zoo if the school paid $1,425? Let's see. That would be 95 students, and that was dollars. I think I want to go back real quick and put the equation for each of these. So the equation would be y equals 15x. Okay, so y is the cost. No. Y is the cost. Yes. X is the number of students. I was saying y, but I was pointing to x. I apologize if that was confusing. So if you look up here, x is the number of students, y is the cost. Let me go over this again. Y is the cost, x is the number of students, and 15 is the cost for one student, or the unit rate. So if I used my equation to solve this, y equals 15x, they gave me the students, which was the x, so it would be y equals 15 times 120, which is exactly what I did. The cost is $1,800. Just showing you how to use the equation to solve the problem. Same equation. This time they gave me the money, which is the y value. And then to solve this equation, you would divide each side by 15, which is exactly what we did. Whoops. Okay, and same result. Let's scoot that up a bit. Alrighty.